We get a lot of questions surrounding how long will it take to build my brand new composite deck. Today we're going to be answering those questions about the major milestones it takes to build a new deck, how long each milestone takes, and what are the homeowner's responsibilities versus the contractor's responsibilities when it comes to building a new deck. Stay tuned for those answers and more. The major milestones to build a brand new deck for a residential yard are as follows. First step is to make sure that you as the homeowner and the contractor, your deck builder, have a very detailed signed scope of work together. This scope of work is usually going to be at least 1 to 2 pages long. It should be beautifully written and very detailed, including the type of material, that it's going to be new material, the fasteners going to be used, and even some of the methodologies going on behind the build of the deck itself. Once you have this scope of work in place and signed by both parties, the next step is for the contractor to secure the necessary approvals. Now, this will vary based on your local municipality, but in many local municipalities, and including in Southeast Michigan, you're going to be wanting to secure a homeowners or condos association if you live within an association, and then of course the permit. Your deck builder should be taking care of both of these behind the scenes for you. Your deck builder may request a document called a plot plan or a mortgage survey. This plot plan or mortgage survey is where your deck builder will draw on the document itself for submission to both your association, if applicable, and the zoning department to ensure that your deck is built within the approved building envelope for your property. The next step is your deck builder will secure approval with your association and may ask for some of your help there in regards to reaching out to them and some contact information. Once that association approval is in place, then the permit can be applied for. The permit processing and application approval timeframe varies greatly based on the local building department and their current workload. We've seen building departments return an approved permits in as quick as a week and as long as 6 weeks. Please ask your local deck builder for more information, or you can reach out to your local building department as well. Once you have that permit returned and issued, you have the green light to build. Most permits expire within 6 months from the date of issuance, so you want to make sure to start and complete your project within that 6-month time frame. Once your deck is ready to build, again, depending on your local municipality and the state that you're in, many local municipalities and states require that you call ahead of time for underground utilities to be marked. In the state of Michigan, that system is called MISTIG. It is a free system. It takes about 4 business days for all the utility companies to come out and mark those lines underground where your deck is being built. An important distinguishing detail about at least MISTIG in the state of Michigan is that MISTIG will only mark public utility lines, such as underground the water main, sewage, and electrical. They don't know where private utility lines are, and thus they can't mark those. Those include landscape lighting, a sump pump drainage discharge line, or irrigation lines. It is best practice if the homeowner, if you know where any of these lines are, please let your builder know ahead of time so they can try to design a deck to avoid these lines underground. If any of these lines do get hit, and it is a possibility, though a very rarity, those lines can usually easily be repaired. Once all the utility lines are marked, then you have the green light to dig. Usually digging takes a few hours, and it is the dirtiest part of the job. Your deck builder should be taking care of all of that for you. The post holes for your structural columns will then be inspected by your local municipality. After that, material will be delivered for your structural post holes to be set, your frame to be built, decking boards to go on, railing, stairs, trim, and any lights, any other upgrades that you have for your deck. Inspections are dynamic based off of your local municipality. Many municipalities in the Southeast Michigan area require 2 or 3 total inspections. Your deck builder should be scheduling these and coordinating those inspections with the inspectors behind the scenes for you. Typically, those inspections are that post hole inspection, and then a rough framing inspection if your deck is low to the ground, and then a final inspection for that inspector to make sure that your deck builder built your deck safely. Now, adding all that up, from the time the scope of work is signed and the colors are agreed upon by you as the homeowner, the association approval, if applicable, has been secured, the permit has been issued, the holes dug, the framing built, and your deck built, ranges from about 4 weeks to about 12 to 16 weeks. Now that's going to be very dynamic based on the season, how busy your deck builder is, and we're a little bit at the mercy of the inspector's schedule as well. A little bit more detail on that timeline. Typically, an association approval will take anywhere from a day to 4 weeks. A permit will take anywhere from a week to about 6 weeks. Calling Miss Dig will take about a few days, 4 business days. Digging the post holes will take about a few hours, maybe a day. We get that inspection. The rough framing for your deck, including setting the structural post holes, may take anywhere from 1 day to a few days, depending on the design of your deck. And then laying the deck boards, installing the railing, building the stairs, and trimming out the rest of your deck will take anywhere from a few days to 2 weeks, again, largely dependent on the design of your deck. Another question we get asked often is, what could the delays be for my project as we're building a deck? And your deck builder should be upfront with you about any possible delays or unknowns in their schedule coming up. The biggest one, as a deck builder, we are blessed with the challenge of working outdoors and sometimes are at the mercy of the weather. If it's a rainy day, a super cold day, there's going to be some challenges there. We want to make sure that we're protecting your grass, your yard. There's a lot of foot traffic in building a deck. And one day, I swear I'm going to figure out how to make electricity and water mix better together. But until that day, if it's raining, of course, with power tools, for safety reasons, we aren't able to build in the rain. And last but not least, it is important to note that as soon as that scope of work is signed with your deck builder, that deck builder should be able to take care of everything on the back end for you and should start within days of having that agreement signed. These are great questions to ask your deck builder prior to signing. If you have any other questions, please reach out to Custom Deck Creations or your local deck builder.